Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Homecoming. It is homecoming evening here, Fox River Classic Conference. Homecoming battle between the Red Wings, the Golden Eagles, or Golden Raiders. I should write this stuff down. Golden Raiders of Sheboygan North coming into the jungle to take on your Ashwaubenon Jaguars. And joining me in the booth tonight is from the 2005 special guest, Mr. Craig Hoyska is out of town this weekend, so we have a special guest tonight from the 2005 Ashwaubenon Championship team, All-State linebacker Kevin Penza. Kevin, it's a great night. Homecoming, it's real exciting. Everything's happening this week.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here, Mr. Rochlow. Couldn't ask for a better night. Homecoming, crowds here. I think everyone's real excited to play.
Well, the teams are lining up for introductions. Let's talk a little bit. We talked to Coach Jonas earlier today and asked him about what he thought of how this game was going to go. And let's see if we can pull that video.
I think it should be a fairly close game. We're 2-4, they're 1-5, so the records aren't too far apart. We've run the ball and thrown the ball a little bit better than they have over the course of the year and scored a little bit more. So I think overall, we should be able to score a little bit better than they do tonight. We are going to come out throwing. We're going to have 4 wide right off the bat and throw the ball, even if the wind is the way it is. They are going to come out trying to run. We've had difficulty stopping the run so far, and I would expect that that's the one area they do the best, that they would try to attack us off tackle a little bit.
That's their guy.
As you heard from Coach Jonas, they're going to try to open it up with the passing game tonight. I talked to him about whether that would open the running game, but the Jaguars not too solid on the running end of things.
No, the Jaguars are giving up a lot of rushing yards this season, and that's what most teams like to attack. They've been giving up an average of 166 yards a game. So that's been their weakness all year. I talked to Coach Boggess today. He said they're going to work on their fundamentals on the run game, and they're going to try and fix to get that going this week.
The national anthem is momentarily happening here, so we will go to that, to your PA announcer. Ashwaubenon High School choir singing the national anthem tonight, directed by Mrs. Teresa Schruckfer. So, again, asked Coach Jonas about, he told me they were going to come out with the 4 wides right away. I asked him, well, how is that going to open up the passing game? And he talked a little bit about what they were going to try to accomplish tonight with the running game.
Now, in the past couple of years, we've been really 50-50 run and throw, and that's the goal. It hasn't been working out this way this year so far, but we're still striving to get there, because I think if you're more balanced, you're a little tougher on the defense.
I researched Coach Johnson. I think the real strength of the Jaguar team is going to be their passing attack. Nowadays, when you open up that passing attack, then that opens up the running line. So I think that's going to be a big job for the Jaguars. You got the cornerback. He's got 50% completion percentage and almost 1,000 yards, so I think that's going to start strong.
And they're announcing the starting lineup for the Jaguars, and we'll take a look at the starters right now. The offensive line, Andrew Kaufman at left tackle. He is a senior. Little shift. Andrew was playing center last week due to an injury. He's moved over. Jordan Wetzel will be the left guard. He's a sophomore. Jacob Nordstrom will step in at center, number 52. He is a senior. Andrew Lubke also stepping in for an injury. Number 74 is a sophomore. And Derek Potts, senior, number 77, is your right tackle. The offensive backfield, of course, the quarterback is James Morgan. It says senior, but he is a sophomore. Jake Zills is the running back, number 32, a junior. And Jake Monroe will step in at fullback tonight. He's a junior. That is due to the injury of Mitch Cole. I had again, in the same conversation, I had a chance to ask Coach Jonas about the injuries and how they're playing through that. So he did talk quite a bit about some of the injured players, some coming back and some that are out this week.
We lost Trevor Olson early in the year to a concussion. We lost Mitchell Cole to concussion. They were multiple ones for those kids. It just means that there's more opportunity for other people to step up. And we put a sophomore, Andrew Lubke, in at the guard spot. The fullback spot Joe Southern is going into, which he played a lot last year. So far this year he's been playing more linebacker, so he's had to go back to the offensive side a little bit more this week. So there's experience there, and we feel pretty good about it. Kyle's coming back. John Deckard is coming back. He was out last week as well. So we lost a couple kids, Cole Hansen with the thumb and Mitchell Cole, and we're getting a couple kids back. So it'd be nice if we were healthy all the way around, but that's just not going to be our reality with these guys this year.
So Kyle Mrzinski, when he said Kyle coming back, he was talking about Kyle will be playing some linebacker, which will allow Joe Southern to play a little fullback as well. So mixing some things up here. Take another look at the receivers we haven't seen yet. Kyle Monroe, number 4, sophomore at the wideout. Jake Immig, number 16, a junior. And Matt Perry, number 30, a junior. And, of course, sometimes they go 4 and 5 wides, but those are the 3 main guys on the field most of the time.
Jake Immig's been known to make some big plays, so he's one to watch for, number 16. Here we go, the opening kickoff. And we're off.
Switch.
Miscommunication on the kickoff. Emmett Carpenter picks it up, and some man drops on the 1 yard line.
Well, not best start for the Jaguar special teams. Right away, a mental error and knee down at the 1.
Yeah, you got to be able to communicate with all your players. Once you start missing your communication is when you start making mistakes. And that's when other teams can capitalize on you. So the Jaguars start the game off in the hole. We'll see how it goes.
The ball was down at the 1 yard line of the other side, 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 from their own 1 yard line. As Coach Jonas promised, they're in the 4 wideouts. Morgan looking to his left, and I think he's got Monroe.
Great block by number 4, Kyle Monroe, to set up the edge for Jake Monroe to come around the corner and pick up the first down.
Jaguars in the no-huddle offense, and the Raiders are not ready. 4 wides again. And we got penalty flags.
Those are things you got to practice all week during practice. No huddle offense coming out in different formations. Sheboygan North is not prepared for what the Jaguars are going to throw at them. And because of that, Jaguars pick up 5 yards on penalty.
So that quick offense of the Jaguars bringing back the or causing the encroachment penalty. So they line up in the 3-4 wides again. This time in roll, fake the hand, or Morgan fake the handoff, inside run. He's going to pick up almost 10 across the 30-yard line.
It's good for Morgan. He's not known as your typical running quarterback. Good to see you pick up a couple running yards right there and a nice first down for the Jaguars. Go from first and 10 from the 1 to first and 10 from the 30 in 2 plays. Coming up. Ooh. Matt Perry with a nice first down grab, coming across the middle and cutting upfield for the first down. Moving the ball well early in the game, the Jaguars starting fast just like they'd hope. Getting away from the no-huddle offense and getting back into the huddle. Slowing things down, changing things up each play, keeping Sheboygan North on their toes.
So first down and 10 for the Jaguars, just across their own 40-yard line. Monroe trying to draw the Raiders off sides again.
Delay a game penalty on the Jaguars. You gotta be careful of how much time you take to call on plays. The Jaguars are going no huddle, and now they go to the huddle. And the first time they do that, they get delay game penalty. We go from first and 10 to first and 15. Jaguars quick to come out of the huddle. Coming out in the Texas formation to the right and to the left. Send motion across.
Monroe's going to hand it to Imig around the left side. He'll get up across the 40 back to the original line of scrimmage. Pick up a 5.
That's a good first down play. When you get after a penalty, it's nice to get back your first 5 yards and have a nice moderate second down play, manageable second down play for the Jaguars. Good call by the offense coordinator.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 11. He didn't quite get back to the original line of scrimmage, but spread formation again. This time Monroe takes off to his right. He'll pick up about 5.
Third and 7, just across the 45-yard line is what the Jags would want. We can get nice manageable fourth down or third down, trying to convert. Look for something in the air on third down. Jaguars come out in a tight bunch, trips formation, 3 to the top of your screen, single receiver on the bottom.
Morgan rolled to his right, looking deep for Monroe, I believe.
Jacob Monroe, yes.
Down across the 40-yard line, 36 into Raider territory.
That's a good call by the Jaguars, flooding the top of your screen, getting Morgan out of the pocket and giving him a safe throw to make.
Here we're going to take a look at it.
Jaguars coming out of the I formation. Quick bubble throw to the bottom of the screen. Jake Monroe does his best to get back to the regular line of scrimmage. That was a nice open field tackle by the Sheboygan North player right there. Any one-on-one situation, you break down and wrap up is a nice play.
Second down and about 8. I formation for Jaguars. Three wideouts. Morgan rolling to his right. He's being chased and he's going to escape. He's across the first down around the 20-yard line.
That was a nice designed rollout run for Morgan. He gets some lead blockers. He's able to make a cut, get upfield, get that first down. A little more of that flashing that speed that he's not known for.
Take another look at it.
Look at these lead blocks, downfield blocks. That's all you can ask of your other offensive blockers is to make some blocks for you so you can get upfield. Jaguars come out in that I formation. Play action, roll to your left.
Morgan looking deep, but nobody there, and he's in trouble, and he's going to lose about 10 yards on that sack.
Tough formation. The Raiders had some good pressure. Morgan didn't.
Trevor Peters in there for the Raiders on that sack.
Second and 20. Let's see what the Jaguars call. Trying to get some of the yardage back so we can make a manageable third down play.
Second and 20. Spread formation again. Morgan changing things up perhaps. Rolling to his right. Escapes one guy, looks across the middle, pass behind Imig.
Yep. Dangerous throw across the middle. A lot of bodies across there. Never know what can happen when you throw into the middle of the field.
Not many options on 3rd and 20, but if they can get back, 5-10 yards of this, give Carpenter a shot at 3 points.
Mm-hmm. Look for maybe a screen or a draw. Morzinski back at quarterback, switching things up. Drops back and throws an interception.
Well, that was an interesting turn of events. Not sure why Morzinski was in there. Of course, he's healthy this week, but
yes, that picked off by number 8, Aaron Peterson. Morzinski was the starting quarterback at the beginning of the year, and Morgan replaced him because of his foot injury. And so maybe they're trying to catch the Raiders off guard.
Figured for sure if Morzinski's in there, it's going to be a running play. It was 3rd and 20, but so the Raiders take over on their own 20-yard line, 1st and 10. They line up in the I formation. Jacob Schmidt back to pass, looking deep. He's got a man over there, and he's got him. Weston Nelson, he's down in the 30, 20, and dragged down from behind about the 15, 12-yard line. Huge pass play by the Golden Raiders. Let's take a look at the end of that play. Not sure what the mix-up was there.
Looked like the Jaguars were in cover 3, and the defensive back just cut underneath under his responsibility, trying to make a play on the ball, and he couldn't quite get his hands on it.
So 1st and 10 from the 12. Another pass, same out pattern, and that one is down inside the 5.
Raiders are coming out swinging with some big plays, play action, throwing the ball, not what they're usually known for.
Schmidt hit Nelson on that first play, and then Van Callaghan on that one. Same pattern as like a 10-yard out, 9-10-yard out.
First and goal on the 5-yard line. No, second and 3 on the 5-yard line.
I formation again. Schmidt under center. He'll hand it to the tailback. He'll barrel up across the 5, or right at the 5.
Yeah, that's interesting. Sheboygan North coming out 3 different formations on 3 different plays, trying to catch those Jaguars off balance. It seems to be working.
No gain on the play, 3rd and 3.
Coming out in 3-back set wishbone formation.
I was going to say, that's a wishbone. Haven't seen that in a while. Schmidt rolling to his right, looking to the end zone. Got a man there, but he can't haul it in. Had a man open. He slipped down and right off his fingertips. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 3. They can make a 1st down before the end zone. And the Raiders are going to call timeout. And while they're in timeout, we're going to take a look at that Jaguar defense. Haven't had a chance to do it yet because of one quick pass play, but here's your defensive line. Joe Southern is lining up at defensive end this tonight rather than linebacker. He is a senior, number 44. Hunter Paul is a defensive tackle, number 53. He is a junior. Greg Aparicio is the nose guard or tackle, number 95. He is a senior. Matt Jocelyn, the other defensive tackle, number 68, is a senior. And Nate Jarvis, number 84, is defensive end. He is a junior. The linebackers go with 5-3 this week. Bo Geets, number 9, is a senior linebacker. And as we said, Kyle Mrzynski back from injury, number 35, a junior. Play the other linebacker. Your defensive backs, Jack Messenger, number 2, is a junior. Derek Fuller, number 5, is a senior. Mason Ross, number 8, a junior. And Emmett Carpenter, number 38, also a junior.
Jaguars have a good mixture of seniors and juniors on the defense.
Single tailback behind Schmidt, and someone jumped on the Raider line.
Raiders aren't doing themselves any favors, getting down the field fast, but now not being able to convert on 1st, 2nd down, and a mental mistake on 4th down.
A little bit of the Jaguar defense kind of waking up and with their backs to the wall, and a little bit of the Golden Raiders shooting themselves with penalties and miscues. So 4th down and about 8 now. Again, single setback behind Schmidt is but Schmidt's rolling to his right. He's looking. He had Carson Bell out there through his hands. That's a 2nd drop pass on this series on this drive for the Raiders, and they will not score. They'll turn the ball over on downs because of drop balls and a illegal procedure penalty.
There's a missed opportunity right there. Raiders get downfield, give themselves a great opportunity to start the game off on the right foot, and they can't close the deal, and Jaguars get the ball back on the 10-yard line. Coming over that bunch trip set.
Morgan is just going to keep it and head right up the middle. He'll pick up 5 on the play. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Mrzynski back in the game. And that's the kind of thing when you see Mrzynski in at the quarterback spot in the shotgun, that's kind of what you expect to see. When Morgan's in there, I think you're going to see the ball in the air.
I begin to question if Mrzynski's back in there. Does that mean that Morgan pick up some kind of injury when he got sacked or when he's running on a couple of those run plays, or are they just giving Mrzynski another opportunity?
I see Morgan on the sideline. He's not being attended to by any team physicians, but Mrzynski running the option. He'll keep it, get buried. He'll lose a couple on that play.
Nice gang tackle by Sheboygan North. Everyone flowing to the ball. That's how you make plays. That's how you don't pick up yards. Everybody flowing to the ball and tackling.
3rd and 8. From the 13-yard line. Four receivers in a tighter formation. Mrzynski will roll to his right, looking downfield. He had Jarvis there, but kind of threw it at his feet.
And here comes the punt unit.
Joe Southern will drop back for the Jaguars to punt formation. And Tyler Van Callaghan single back for the Golden Raiders. From their own 13-yard line, Southern is standing at the goal line and very close to getting blocked. That one's across up near the 50-yard line. And Van Callaghan's going to let it drop there. And Jaguars down it at their own 47, where the Raiders will take over.
Jaguars didn't get too many yards on that drive, but at least they were able to punt the ball, get it out of their own red zone, and get the Sheboygan North back near the middle of the field, get some breathing room.
47-yard line, much better than the 7.
Yes, that's for sure.
Raiders come up in the shotgun. And Schmidt off the right side. He won't get anything. Back to the line of scrimmage.
That was a designed run right there, quarterback keeper. See if they could work something off tackle, attack a defensive end, and see if someone could make a play. Offset fullback to the top of the screen, 2 receivers on top of the screen.
Pitch to the left side and back to the line of scrimmage again. Nothing there. Daniel Wild, tailback, and no running room on that left side. Ethan Strabel over there wrapping him up for the Jags.
It's interesting, you got Morzinski as a linebacker and a quarterback. You don't see that every day. A quarterback starting both ways, not to mention at a linebacker, a very physical position. 2 receivers on the bottom screen, motion. Carson Bell into the backfield, line up as a fullback.
And we got movement, I believe. That'll put the Raiders back another 5, bring up 3rd and 15.
Both teams not executing very well and making mistakes and penalties early on and often. We'll see how the Raiders come out with this long 3rd and long situation. Will they throw it? Will they draw it or screen it? Pick up some yards to try and pin the Jaguars into their end zone. Motion Bell into the backfield as a fullback.
Schmidt rolling to his right, deep drop. He's got Bell out in the flat, and he's up across the 40. He'll be short of the first down, but pick up about 12 on the play.
Still short of the first down. It goes to show you how key or how important not to get those penalties were. If they didn't have those penalties, that would have been a first down play.
4 down territory, I imagine, for Sheboygan North. On the 4th and 3, but we're going to have a discussion with the Ashwaubenon captain. Another penalty.
Looks like it's against the Raiders.
It's got to be a hold.
Looks like a holding call, yeah. Another penalty. Penalties on top of penalties. The Raiders are not helping themselves tonight.
So 3rd down and 17. 2:20 left in the first quarter. No score, but we've had a lot of offense. Schmidt under center, I formation, Bell in motion to his right. Looking for the quick slant, got a man there. Did he haul it in? No.
Incomplete.
Dropped it. Weston Nelson couldn't hang on to the ball. Wasn't going to get the first down anyway, but
Raiders send the punt team on the field.
Jake Monroe and Emmett Carpenter dropping back for the Raiders, or for the Jaguars.
Daniel Wild in punt formation.
Nice high deep punt. Monroe's going to field it inside the 5 at about the 4. He's got not much room. Up across the 15, he'll be knocked out at the 17-yard line, where the Jags will take over.
Pretty good return by Monroe, trying to get as many yards as he can, made a guy miss, and got near the 20-yard line. Looks like Morgan's back out there at quarterback. They made the switch. Still in that tight trips formation to the top of your screen. And a fumble. Jake Zills on the fumble. And it looks like Sheboygan North has recovered.
Zills never did get the exchange in. It just dropped down, and right away the Jaguars put their defense in a hole again.
This game has been mistakes since the first play. I think that it looks like the team that's going to be to win is going to be the team that cleans up those mistakes. And there's the fumble, and clearly picked up by Sheboygan North.
So, 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line. Once again, the Raiders can get a first down at the 1 without getting a touchdown. I formation, Schmidt under center. He's going to roll to his left. Throws across his body, and it's going to be incomplete, I believe. But
Incomplete. Number 8, Aaron Peterson. It was a good effort, but couldn't come up with the ball.
Both teams have used a lot of rollout by their quarterback, and that time Schmidt's trying to throw back across his body. Wishbone formation now. Schmidt under center. He'll hand it to the wing. Van Callison, and he'll rumble down inside the 5, close to the first down.
Refs looks like they're signaling 3rd down, 3rd and 1 from the 2. Let's see if that defense can keep up that bend but don't break in the first quarter that they showed on the earlier drive. Wishbone formation again, same play, off tackle.
And they'll score.
And they're in the end zone.
It's a pretty shallow wishbone. It almost looks like a wing T formation when they drop the wings back. So the Raiders are on the board first after a Jaguar miscue on a mishandled exchange between Morgan and Jake Immig.
And that goes to show you, turnovers turn into points, and that's how teams lose games. Ashwaubenon's going to have to figure out how to hold the ball a little better.
Daniel Wild on to attempt the extra point for the Raiders, a southpaw, and it's up and good. So with 59 seconds left in the first quarter, Sheboygan North Golden Raiders 7 and Ashwaubenon Jaguars 0.
It'll be interesting to see what defensive coordinator Pete Boggins has to tell his defense. They were put into a tough spot. I'm not sure if they need to really make too many adjustments. I think they've been playing well for the situations they've been put in. And we'll see what he has to see if they make any adjustments on the next drive. I think what a great job Sheboygan North was doing is that they've been switching up the formations, keeping the defense on their toes, giving them different looks, challenging their ability to adjust, which has very been tough on the Jaguars that drive.
Carpenter and Monroe dropping back around the 5-yard line.
And a kickoff, a
Wild
squib kick.
Squibs it to the first line. Mishandled there, but picked up by Derek Fuller, I believe.
Wild kick returned by Derek Fuller.
Yeah, Fuller will return it back to about the 40-yard line. The Jaguars in pretty decent field position.
And it looks like the Jaguars are using their third quarterback of the night. Number 5, Derek Fuller, the defensive back who just made the play on the kickoff.
You got to wonder what is going on with James Morgan. But Fuller's going to hand it the tailback at Monroe, and Monroe's got some room over the middle. He cuts to the outside. He's down across 35, down near the 30-yard line into Raider territory. Big gainer for Monroe. Another look at it here.
That was a great play call by the Jaguars. They've been trying some fancy things tonight, and now they just straight call the fullback. He leads upfield, some good downfield blocks by the offensive lineman, and a good cut by Monroe to get a few extra yards. That was a good design play by the Jaguars. Jaguars come out in the same formation, 2 receivers to the right of your screen, motion across, and another handoff to Jacob Monroe. And it looks like there's another fumble on the field. Both teams are pointing that they have it. And looks like the Jaguars have kept it, second down. No gain by Monroe on the carry. We got 2nd and 10. 10 seconds left in the quarter, and it looks like they're going to try and get a play up before the quarter ends. And they are not able to. Time runs out. So, the end of the first quarter, we have the Sheboygan North Raiders 7 and the Ashwaubenon Jaguars 0.
Jaguars driving after a nice run by Monroe down inside the 30. Again, a couple of sloppy plays, drop balls, but luckily they maintained possession. So we're going to be take a little commercial break here, and we'll be right back after this message.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down.
Inside handoff to Joe Southern in at fullback, and he's going to get up across the 25 down near the 20-yard line, about the 22.
Good play setting up a 3rd and short, giving yourself an opportunity to run the ball or throw the ball.
I formation behind Fuller. Once again, Southern is the fullback, and that's
unable to convert on 3rd down.
Tackled by Trevor Peters.
4th and down, the Jaguars are put in a sticky situation. They have a good field kicker who's got the leg in Emmett Carpenter, but it's all 4th down. It's a pretty long field goal, so it looks like they're going to stay on the field and go for it. Take that risk. Fuller under center, 2 receivers to the right side, I formation.
Zills is the tailback. And we got movement on this side.
Timeout, Jaguars.
Oh, they got a timeout.
Looks like they're going to
saw Kyle Monroe give a little twitch on this side, but they got the timeout before.
That was close, yes.
Called it.
Looks like they're going to redraw up that play and call a timeout, think about what decision they want to make, if they want to run the ball or throw the ball.
Take a look at the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders. They're 1-5 overall, 1-5 in the Fox River Classic Conference. And their first victory was last week against Green Bay East. They beat them 35-21. They had 85 yards. They average 85 yards per game, passing 73 rushing, so pretty balanced. Their defense does give up a lot of points, 41 points per game. And they only score 15 points. So
Jaguars' specialty is offense, and it doesn't look like Sheboygan North specialty is defense. So I expect to see some more points from both teams before the end of the night. I think that first quarter was a little low scoring than we were expecting.
Fuller rolling to his right. He's going to take off up the middle, and the ball's up and fumbled. So we've had 3 turnovers and one they got back by Jaguar quarterbacks. One Morgan on the exchange. Brzezinski threw an interception, and now Fuller coughs it up.
3 quarterbacks, 3 turnovers. Let's see if they have a 4th one in there on the sidelines that they're going to use. Jaguars not helping themselves tonight, giving Sheboygan North every opportunity to capitalize.
Schmidt brings him up in a single deep tailback set. Now motion by Bell.
Hand off to Van Callahan.
Around the right side, to get up across the 25 to the 25. 26 maybe. Derek Fuller makes a stop.
Derek Fuller on defense. You got 2 quarterbacks that's playing both ways tonight. Those guys are going to be tired.
See Morgan down here throwing on the sideline. Not sure what's going on there. We'll have to get our sideline reporters down there to figure that out.
Toss to the wide side of the field. It cuts back still for about a 3-yard gain.
Hunter Paul had a shot at him in the backfield, but it was a grab at the shoelaces and couldn't bring him down.
Brings up a 3rd and 4 for the Raiders. Let's see how the Jaguars defense responds. And it looks like we got a timeout by the Raiders.
And if I call them the Red Raiders one more time tonight,
yes,
it's a little confusing because, of course, the Pulaski Red Raiders have been not only part of the Fox River Classic Conference, but the Bay Conference for years and years and years, and always a big rivalry. And the Golden Raiders come out in black and white uniforms instead of golden and blue, which are their colors. So I'm a little confused.
Not seeing too much gold out there. I think I'm just going to stick to calling them the Raiders so I don't make your mistake. You got a nice homecoming crowd out there. All the fans look into it. The cheerleaders got them going. It's a pretty good atmosphere here tonight for the Jaguars to get some momentum later in the game. Let's see what the Raiders drew up in the huddle. Looks like we got 2 receivers on the bottom of the screen, 1 split out in an I formation.
Schmidt ducks under center. Bell in motion to his right. Schmidt looking for a swing pass. He's got the tailback out there and not much. Well, he makes a lot out of something. He was tackled for a loss of about 5, and he squared his way up just across the line of scrimmage.
Jacob Schmidt took a nice hit on that play. Probably woke him up a little bit.
So some good effort by Van Callahan, just getting back to the line of scrimmage because he was in the backfield in trouble.
Looks like the Raiders might be going for it on 4th down. It'll come out in punt formation.
Emmett Carpenter is back deep for the Jaguars.
It was a good punt by the Raiders last time.
Not so good this time.
Pulls it across to his right side, out on the Raiders' 46-yard line or so, 47-yard line.
Like a little bit of a shank to his right there, and compared to the last punt, which drove Monroe down inside the 5, that was not his best effort.
This could be the break that the Jaguars need, starting on in the Raiders' territory. Giddings only playing on their half of the field, so let's see if the Jaguars can capitalize on a missed punt.
Morgan back in at quarterback. He's got that I formation. Monroe in motion. He'll hand to the tailback. Zills.
Nice carry on first down. Pick up some good yardage. Give yourself a second and short opportunity. Pack up some play action opportunities. Throw the ball downfield. See if the Jaguars take a shot on this play.
Jaguars mixing up those running backs, and they're confusing me a little bit. It's Monroe back there, Zills, or sometimes they're handing it to the fullback.
Zills back at running back.
Monroe
Southern
in
at
motion.
fullback.
Quick little swing pass to Monroe. He's got a blocker out there, but lots of Raider defenders who get up near the 30-yard line, 31, and it'll be a first down.
A good play call. Get him to the wide side of the field.
Jaguars on the march with 7:51 left to go in the half. Golden Raiders up 7-0.
I expect to see a play downfield, try to make a score on first down here. In the shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the top of the screen, I formation.
I formation.
And a toss.
This time it's Zills and Monroe. Monroe gets the pitch. It's up across the 30, down about the 28-yard line, pickup of 4.
Nice block by the fullback, number 44, Joe Southern, able to seal the edge for the running back to get outside and pick up some good yards.
Of course, Southern playing both ways tonight. He's playing defensive end and fullback, replacing Mitch Cole, who's out with a concussion.
Injuries have been hurting the Jaguars this year. Staying in that I formation.
Unusual formation for the Jaguars, but it's working tonight. And they'll go with Zills. He's down across the 25 near the 20, about 21-yard line. Close, very close to the first down. They're going to call a timeout.
Jaguars must be pretty close to picking up their season average in rushing yards early in the first half. Their season average around 60 yards a game. So,
first down. Uncharacteristic for the rushing plays to outnumber the passing plays, but I still got to wonder if there's something up with Morgan. He was throwing the ball on the sideline, but he hasn't thrown it on this drive yet. He had a swing pass, but hasn't thrown it deep. Zills off left tackle to his left. He'll pick up a couple inside the 20-yard line.
Only a yard on first down, brings up 2nd and 9. That brings the Jaguars into the Red Raiders red zone.
Golden Raiders red zone.
The Golden Raiders red zone. The Raiders red zone. So, scoring opportunity here for the Jaguars.
This time, Morgan will go out of the shotgun. Monroe in motion to the near side, looking for the swing pass again. Monroe's got a little bit of room, but he's going to be bottled up inside the 15, down around the 13.
Great block by number 16, Jake Imig, sealing that cornerback on the outside, allowing Jake Monroe to get upfield and almost pick up that first down. 3rd and 2 from the 12. Let's see where the Jaguars come out. See if they stick with the run. That's been this whole drive, is run. We'll see if they can stick to their guns on 3rd down.
4 receiver spread formation. Zills is next to Morgan on his shotgun. And he's going to hand it to Zills straight forward. Nothing there.
And they did stick to the run, and they came up short. 4th down. We'll see what they decide to do. Great field goal opportunity for the Jaguars with Carpenter to pick up 3 points. We'll see. Looks like they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Bring in Southern at fullback to a little blocking power there.
Jaguars going to have to move quickly to the line. The play clock is running.
4th and 1, I formation. It's like Monroe at the tailback, and Monroe will get the ball. Oh, no. Well, I guess he did.
Very close on fourth down.
I don't think he has it. According to this ref here, he's short.
All the Sheboygan North players saying short. Looks like they might come out and measure to make sure.
And looks to me like it's short.
Yeah, from up here, it definitely looks like it's short. And they are coming out for the measure.
The line opened up a nice hole for Monroe, but it closed pretty fast by the Raider linebackers.
I think those Sheboygan North Golden Raiders knew that play was coming. They've run every play of this drive, so I think they were prepared for that run. They were going to stop it if it came.
So 1st and 10 for the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders, just outside of their 10, 11-yard line. Big stop by the Jaguar defense here. Get the ball back with some field position before half. Chance to score. 4:27 left to go before half. Don't forget the big fireworks showcase at halftime.
Golden Raiders come out in that wishbone formation, and they hand it off to number 5, Van Callaghan.
Got some running room up across the 15, close to the 20.
Nice hole by the lead blockers for Sheboygan, and a nice healthy pickup on first down. Derek Fuller on the tackle.
Second and 2 at the 19.
Sheboygan comes out in the same formation. 3 running backs, 1 split receiver.
That tight wishbone, they're going to.
Another handoff to Tyler Van Callaghan.
Van Callaghan, the ball carrier.
Picks up a short gain that brings up third down.
Tackled by Bogie.
Bo Geetsman on the tackle, number 9. He's one of the inside linebackers, one of the guys that has been flowing around all night making tackles.
3rd and 1, 3 minutes left before halftime.
Sticking into that wishbone formation.
They're gonna
Roll
fake
out
the
to
handoff.
the
Roll passes behind Van Calliston, but he makes a nice grab and he'll get the first down up around the 24-yard line.
nice little play-action play by the Raiders, and a great, excellent play by Van Callaghan to pick up that first down when you need it.
Jaguars bought it on the running play and just a little flip pass. Van Callaghan makes a nice grab.
1st and 10 at the 23.
3 minutes remain in the half. The Raiders are going to have to start moving if they want to try and score this first half.
Yeah.
Another handoff.
Handoff to Wild.
Tackle made by number 38, Emmett Carpenter, and
Pick up 6 on the play up near the 30-yard line.
8 to the 30, 2nd and 3.
Same play again.
Wild, the ball carrier.
Wild will pick up 2 this time.
Tackled by Bogie.
looks like the Raiders are going to keep testing that defensive line and those linebackers to make plays.
3rd and 2.
Jaguars going to call a timeout here, try to preserve some clock. 2 minutes left before halftime. 3rd and 2 for the Raiders.
This is a big third down play for the Jaguars. They spend one of their timeouts to set up a nice fourth down situation if they were to stop them on third down so that they can give their offense some time to score a last-minute touchdown in the first half.
Well, in case you haven't heard, this is homecoming week, and tonight's homecoming game will have fireworks at halftime, but it's also alumni night here at Goelz Field. We welcome back all our AHS alumni. Well, not all of them, but a good number. At halftime, the marching band will be entertaining, and there will be the huge fireworks display that is sponsored by the AHS Parent Network. Huge thank you to the Parent Network. If you'd like to get involved in the Parent Network, contact Mary Burnett.
Big third down for the Jaguars. Let's see what happens. Golden Raiders come out in a 4-receiver set. Quick slant.
Look for the quick slant, and it's thrown behind Nelson.
Weston Nelson, the intended receiver on that play. And Sheboygan will be sending their punt team onto the field.
Couldn't have worked out better for the Jaguars after they called that timeout to get a quick pass and incompletion. Stops the clock, preserves some time. Still 2 minutes left, 2:02. And Wild will step back to punt. Monroe and Carpenter up around their own 44, 45-yard line. High floater, it's going to be Carpenter with a fair catch at the 44. They'll mark it at the 45.
I'm sure that catch made Coach Jonas a little nervous falling back. They've had enough turnovers tonight. I don't think they need another one, so breathe a little easier after he sees that Carpenter was able to make that catch.
Preserves the clock, and Jaguars take over at their own 45-yard line. 55 yards to go to even this one up. Morgan is your quarterback. Spread formation with the 4 receivers, and I believe it's Zills in the backfield with Morgan. Morgan looking, he's going to take off himself up the middle across the 50 into Raider territory about the 48-yard line. Pickup of 7.
Clock is running. Jaguars are going to have to hurry up and get to the line for a quick play here.
1:39 left. 2nd and 3. Morgan in the shotgun. Looking, he's got a man off the side, through his hands. Had a man open.
Had number 30, Matt Perry, open on the down and out and hit him right in the hands.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
That was a good play call by the Jaguars. Try and get a receiver moving towards the sidelines. It's a safe play, safe throw. Then to give him some room to run, see if he can get him out of bounds. Let's see what they call on 3rd down here.
Same formation. Morgan takes the snap, looking to his right, overshoots. I think it was intended for Jake Immig, but Monroe also in the area. It's going to bring up 4th and 3.
I think the Jags will definitely go for it on this one. Only a minute 20 to go. 4th and 3 in Raider territory. I don't see why not.
I'm looking for that quarterback draw play again. I think if they don't make it, it'll run. Well, it won't run some clock because they turn it over in downs. Never mind.
Motion across. Jake Monroe. Play action.
Rolls to his
And
right now. He's looking deep, but he slips. And now he's going to take off. He'll make the 1st down, it looks like.
some good improvisation by Morgan. He looked to throw downfield, slipped, was able to gather himself, run across the field, and pick up a 1st down. It's a good job.
He was about to launch it to Immig down the right sideline, but he slipped. And perhaps for the best, because I think there were 3 guys on Immig.
And a hurry up, quick to the line. Same down and out throw. This time Perry catches it just short of the 1st down.
Penalty flag over there. It's going to be an illegal block, I believe.
Looks like Kyle Monroe.
Not sure.
Somewhere in the area of holding or a block in the back. We'll see what the referee has to say. And that is just a killer for the Jaguars. They were driving.
There you see the block in the back by Monroe, right?
Driving down the field. Penalties kill. Now the Jaguars have to go back. After a 10-yard gain, they got to go back 10 yards from the line of scrimmage, so there's a 20-yard swing right there. Oh, wait. No, it was
from the spot.
From the spot, downfield. Trips to the left. And a little miscommunication there, it looks like. Morgan expected one route, and the receivers ran a different route, and a near interception.
47 seconds left to go before half. It'll be second down at 10.
Second and 9 from the 44. Still in Raider territory. Offense is going to have to pick things up here. Find some holes in that Raider zone.
Monroe in the flat, he slips, and he's going to pick up just a yard. Jaguars will have to hurry as the clock continues to roll.
Jaguars do have one timeout left. Doesn't look like they're going to use it. They're going to try it. And the Jaguars look a little confused out there. Time is running. In that 4 wide set, and a halfback draw to Zills, number 32, and he goes and picks up the first down, and he manages to get out of bounds. Big play by Jake Zills, getting out of bounds, preserving that timeout with 12.5 seconds left.
Takes him down to the 26-yard line. A long way to go in 12 seconds.
Yeah, I always see that quarterback draw on that running back draw on the NFL on Sundays, and never seems to work, but worked here on a nice long yardage situation.
Golden Raiders calling timeout. Regroup a little bit here. While we're doing that, let me remind everybody that the Ashwaubenon Performing Arts Club is excited to announce the production of the Broadway musical version of Charles Dickens' classic A Christmas Carol. Performance dates are November 24th, 25th, 30th, and December 1st and 2nd. Tickets go on sale online later in October. Mark your calendar now and don't miss this year's holiday musical, A Christmas Carol. And to all the alumni that could not make it here tonight for Alumni Night and happen to be watching us on WIA TV, those opening dates, November 24th and 25th, are Thanksgiving weekend. If you're in town, pick up a ticket for A Christmas Carol.
I heard they got some pretty good directors for that Christmas Carol this year.
Bet they do. James Morgan in the shotgun. 4 receivers. Looking downfield, going to the out, almost picked off.
Very close play, number 84.
Looking
Nathan
for
Matt Theobald on the intercept.
Looking for Matthew Perry. And Theobald almost, I don't know if it would have been a pick 6, but it would have been close.
It would. That was very close.
8 seconds left.
They do have that timeout.
2nd and 10.
But
they're going to Carpenter's in.
They're going for the field goal. This would be about a 44-yard field goal. 43-yard field goal for Carpenter.
He's made those before, depending on the wind.
Definitely enough leg.
And it is good.
Very impressive kick by Carpenter. He looked like he had about 10 yards to spare on that one. That's a very good kick right there.
Now, if they'd have taken the field goal earlier when they got snubbed on 4th down, then it would be 7-6, but that's a different story.
2.5 seconds left in the half. We're going to have the kickoff probably be the last play of the half. Carpenter also the kicker on the kickoff. Let's see what kind of leg he's got off of a tee.
Van Callaghan dropping back inside his 10-yard line for receiving this.
Looks like
you got to think Carpenter's going to squib this one down the middle and just run out
so.
that time.
We don't want to give the Raiders an opportunity to set up a return. Here's the kick. And
Nope,
he boots
he's
it
going
down
deep,
too.
and it's out of the end zone. I guess that's one way to handle it.
Another feeling all. He's got the adrenaline going from that field goal, and he carries that over to the kickoff. And
I think that one's bouncing down in Clipstein Park down there somewhere.
that was another impressive kick by Carpenter. You don't see that too often in high school football.
No, you don't. He's got quite a leg. So with 2.5 seconds left in the first half, the Golden Raiders of Sheboygan North 7, your Ashwaubenon Jaguars 3.
Jaguars having their DBs play a little off, so there's no trick plays, but the Raiders just kneel the ball to get out of the half with the lead.
Stick around for the halftime show, folks. The Jaguar Marching Band will be taking the field momentarily, as will the Jaguar Pom Squad, and then we've got fireworks and all that stuff. It's going to be an extended halftime tonight, so sit back and take a look. We'll be right back to check out that halftime after these messages, or this message, from our AHS students.
Tonight's performance of the Jaguar Marching Band will begin with Showdown. Trumpet soloist will be senior Emily Schultz. French horn, Sarah Drew, Alex Arias, Kelly Fisher, Garrett Carlson, Rachel Pilcher, and Claire Allard will also be featured. The band will be featured on the Maroon 5 song Booms Like Jagger, followed by our dance team performing to the Pitbull song Give Me Everything. Please welcome senior drum major Sarah Olson and the 185-member Jaguar Marching Band.
He asked. He went and asked him. Whoever's down there, he asked.
Well, how was it?
We don't have
That's our student camera on the palms. They were taping that through the whole time. The dance team in front.
There you go. Put that in. That's your next voice job. Watching that is phone driving to Chicago. Well, tell Penza not to be so good. I'd like a chance to get back in the booth. You gotta read that on the air.
Good look at the head.
Worldwide, baby.
The Ashwaubenon Jaguar marching band is led on the field by drum major Sarah Olson. The band is directed by Mark Grimace and Scott Cutter. The color guard advisors Phil Van The section is led by senior Jared Roberts. Our color guard team leader is senior Emily Boyer. Your Ashwaubenon High School marching Jaguars.
Once again, fireworks provided tonight by the AHS Parent Network. Here in Jaguar Marching Band. Jaguar Marching Band directed by Mr. Mark Grimace and Mr. Scott Cunup as they march off the field. And back wrap up here for halftime. Once again, joining me in the booth, Mr. Kevin Penza. And Kevin, the first half, a little bit sloppy for the Jaguars. 3 turnovers. They lost the ball 4 times. Or they didn't lose it, but dropped the ball 4 times. 3 turnovers. 3 different quarterbacks. What's going on?
You know, I don't know. They look just a little confused out there. These turnovers. One was an interception. It looked like a receiver ran a wrong route. One was a missed exchange. And another was just a fumble by the quarterback. Those are all turnovers that could have been prevented. I think that in the second half they'll sit down with and hopefully choose a quarterback and make the adjustments and, you know, kind of squash that turnover problem, because to be this close of a game at the half of 3 turnovers is, you know, the Jaguars should feel pretty lucky right now.
Jaguar defense looking pretty good, holding the Raiders. There are a couple of big plays. The first pass play was a big gainer, and then on the touchdown, but with their backs against the wall, not a bad job for being backed up in their own territory a couple of times. Yeah,
I give credit to Pete Boggins and the defense for only giving up 7 points with some of the situations they had been put in. I think the defense is doing their job, so I'd be pretty happy if I were the Jaguars with their defense.
Well, if you're wondering if this broadcast is in fact worldwide, we got our first email in from Mr. Craig Hoistka, who is normally in the booth with me, and Craig says he's little guilty, it's a little glitchy watching on his phone in 3G while driving to Chicago. So I'm not sure if that's a great idea to be driving and watching the game on your phone.
Eyes on the road, Craig.
But he just finished reading this. He says, "Tell Penza not to be so good, so I would like a chance to get back into the booth." So you know, tone it down a little bit.
All right, I'll stop.
But absolutely, if you ever want to watch on your mobile phone, all you need to do is click the YouTube icon on the WIAA.tv/Ashwaubenon website, and you can watch this telecast on your iPhone or whatever mobile device you have that can get internet service.
Technology.
Indeed.
I think the Jaguars are going to come out this half. They will be on defense, I believe. So defense is going to get right back on the field. I think the defense is going to try and hopefully Carpenter, we'll see how he kicks it, but they're going to try and drop some plays and try and create a turnover to try and get some momentum going, because they got to start early, I think.
Well, we talked a little bit about the quarterback situation earlier when they were rotating quarterbacks early in the game, and each one had a turnover. Later in the second quarter, they settled in on James Morgan, and he looked okay. Threw the ball, and they haven't thrown much deep, but looks like they'll probably stick with Morgan in the second half. He is warming up on the sideline with Brzezinski.
Like you're saying, they haven't been throwing too many balls downfield. A lot of run plays, a lot of bubble screens, and so I think the offense is going to try and go big this half, trying to expose that secondary of the Raiders, who are the defense as a whole has been giving up 41 points a game. So I think the Jaguars have been scoring 25 points a game. The Raiders have been giving up 41 points a game. I think something's got to give here. So I think Jaguars are going to put some points on the board.
Once again, 7-3 your score at the end of the first half, and Jaguars running the ball a lot more than they have been in the past, and throwing less, which is a little bit different. You heard earlier in the pregame show Coach Jonas telling us they were going to come out in 4 wideouts and throw the ball, but that hasn't been the case. And I guess maybe with some of the ball security, you don't really blame them for going back to the run.
Looks like the second half is about to start here. Jaguars are coming out of the field, and so are the Raiders.
And once again, I'm Bernie Rushlow, and with me is Kevin Penza. We'll be back with the second half right after this message.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone, 'cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down.
So the Jaguars will line up to kick off. Emmett Carpenter will be kicking it, going back deep for the Golden Raiders. I believe will be Nelson or Van Callaghan. He's usually back there. Van Callaghan's on the right side. Not sure who the deep guy
Looks like
is.
number 3, Weston Nelson, is the deep return man. Let's see if Carpenter can kick it through the end zone again. He's going to be kicking into the wind this time, so it'll be interesting. Jaguars lining up in a bunch formation type jumble on their kickoff.
And the ball blows off the tee. A little bit stronger breeze than we expected there. We'll have to see if we can get a weather update.
here we go. Ready to kick off the second half. And here's the kick.
High floater up around the 15-yard line where Nelson will take it. He heads to his right across the 25, up near the 30, across the 30 to the 31. Nice return by Nelson.
Good starting field position for the Raiders, 31-yard line. Offense coming on the field. The Raiders have been playing in many different formations, and I've seen 3 running backs. I've seen shotgun, receivers split out wide. They're really testing that Jaguar defense to see where they'll line up and see if they can adjust to the different things they're going to throw at them.
Schmidt remains your quarterback. He'll come up in a 3-receiver set. Bell in motion. Schmidt
Flag.
looking to pass right off the bat, looking for that same play that they ran the first play of the first half, and again he connects. It's not as big of a play, but he'll get the first down, a 20-yard gain. I believe it was Weston Nelson out there grabbing the ball. Carpenter on the coverage.
It was a good route by Nelson on the double move inside and then come back outside. It was wide open and a nice, easy throw and catch for the Raiders.
We have a weather update right now. It's about 42 degrees down there on the field. A little chilly, a little cloudy. The wind is out of the west at 18 miles an hour, so a little bit of a breeze. Once again, Bell motions back to that fullback position. They'll hand it the tailback, and he'll go nowhere.
Wild, the ball carrier.
Wild on the carry, picking up doing his best to pick up 2 to 3 yards on the play.
Tackled by Bogey and David Krieger.
That'll bring up 2nd and 8 from just inside Jaguar territory at the 48-yard line. Schmidt stays with the I formation. He's got Bell at the fullback and Wild at tailback. Now Bell splits out to the right. He'll pitch it to Wild, and Wild around the end. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but nice play out there by Nathan Jarvis, busting through and disrupting that thing.
The Jaguar defensive line has been playing pretty well, causing running backs to change holes, change direction, and allowing the linebackers to flow and make the plays. Raiders having a hard time running the ball today. Brings up 3rd down, 2 receivers to the top of the screen, offset fullback.
Schmidt's going to drop deep, rolling to his left now. He's going for a short pass. He pulls up short about the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be incomplete.
Great job by Bo Geets to apply some pressure on Daniel Wild on a throw. He threw that ball a little earlier than he wanted to.
Yeah, he just didn't have a chance to get set and get a decent throw. He's trying to throw on the run to his left, and that's very difficult for a right-handed quarterback. So 4th and 6, and Carpenter and Monroe drop back to their 10-yard line to receive this punt from Wild. Wild standing at his own 40. And the last time he had the wind, he jacked one down inside the 5, so we'll see what's up. A little lower kick, and Carpenter let it bounce, and it'll go into the end zone. So the Jaguars' first opportunity will be from their own 20-yard line after the touchback. And trotting onto the field. Well, he's not trotting onto the field yet. Well, Majinski is the quarterback trotting onto the field. I see Morgan on the sideline, so.
Looks like those quarterback issues are still happening for the Jaguars. Last time Morzinski was on the field, they ran the ball quite a bit, and he threw one interception down in Raider territory.
So they'll go with a spread formation, 5 receivers spread out. Brzezinski by himself back there. He'll throw a little quick hitch out to the Monroe, and he'll lose about 5 yards on that play. Not fooled by the Raiders at all.
Little bubble screen by the Jaguars. When you're going to run a bubble screen, it's key for those receivers to pick up their blocks, and the Jaguars cannot pick up those blocks.
Tyler Van Callaghan out there making the stop. Once again out of the shotgun. Brzezinski's going to take off. He's got a blocker in front of him. He's got some yardage straight up across the 25 to the 27-yard line. Close to a first down. He's going to be a couple yards short.
Nice hole by the Jaguars. If you look at the replay, nice lead block. Brzezinski follows his block, makes a nice cut, and he's able to pick up a good gain right there, bring up a nice third manageable, 3rd and 2. And that's the thing, when Brzezinski's in there, you give a little on the pass, but you gain a lot on the run.
3rd and 2, they come with a I formation. Joe Southern, the fullback. And Zills, the tailback. Zills gets the handoff to the right side. He's not going to make the first down.
Coming up short on 3rd down, the Raiders are a bunch of Raiders rally to the ball to bring up 4th down for the Jaguars in a punting situation.
Let's go, Jaguars! 4th and 2.
So Joe Southern back to punt for the Jaguars. He keeps looking to the sideline like, am I supposed to fake this or what? But
You say he's not. It's a fake. He's motion.
And he'll punt it away, a low punt into the wind, and Nelson's going to let it bounce across the 40-yard line to the 39, where Monroe will tag it.
The Sheboygan North 39-yard line. Golden Raiders take over, 1st and 10.
All right, defense back on the field. Let's see if they can do what they did before, cause a punt or create a turnover here. Brzezinski back on the field for defense as well. So once again, he's playing both ways as quarterback and linebacker.
Interesting.
You don't see that every day.
Nope. Wild, the deep tailback, he'll get the hand up right up the middle. He's got some running room across the 45 up to the 47.
Nice first down pickup by the Raiders.
It's going to set up 2nd and 1.
As you can see on the replay, seeing that cutback lane coming back across the field and cutting up field.
A tight wing wishbone formation. They'll give it to the same play that made the touchdown before. Kelligan over the right side. He'll pick up about 5 first down in Jaguar territory at the 44.
The offensive line is creating holes for that running back. Let's see how that defense is going to adjust. Same wishbone formation, handoff to the right side.
Same
and
place to Callaghan. He's not going to get much this time, maybe a yard.
Disrupted by Nathan Jarvis, and then 3 Jaguars make the tackle. Good defensive play by the Jaguars.
2nd and 9. 43-yard line. Same formation, that shallow wishbone. At 1 receiver split to the far side. And Schmidt is going to roll to his left, looking downfield. He's had a man there. It was Van Callaghan, and tried that one-hand grab again, but couldn't haul it in this time.
Yeah, good pressure by number 60, David Krieger. Getting in there, getting a nice pressure on the quarterback, forcing that throw, and because of that, it wasn't the greatest throw by Sheboygan North's quarterback.
So that'll bring up 3rd and 9. 2 wideouts, I formation. And again, Schmidt drops back. He's looking for that deep pass again. Deep down on the side to Weston Nelson. And it's the one Nelson almost scored on in the first half and just overshot him.
They are attacking that deep third on that far sideline. Drawing those DBs inside and breaking towards the sidelines, trying to create some separation.
So 4th and 9 now for the Raiders, and that'll get Monroe and Carpenter drop deep to receive the punt inside their 10-yard line. Dan Wild is standing on his 42-yard line. High snap, but no problem fielding it. Nice kick. It's going to go over the head of Carpenter and into the end zone and out of the end zone. So once again, the Jaguars will start at their own 20 and see if they can get something going. And Brzezinski heading back in at quarterback.
Second half starts like the first half. Still a defensive battle out there. No points yet.
6:08 left to go in the third quarter. Your score, Golden Raiders of Sheboygan North 7 and your Ashwaubenon Jaguars 3. Tight trips on the near side. Brzezinski is going to take the snap and take it himself over the left side, over across the 25 to the 27-yard line. I guess the referees are going to call it to 26.
Looks like Morzinski's limping off the field. Looks like he may have re-injured that foot he has.
And judging by his reaction to that, I'd say that's probably a pretty good guess. He is.
That brings number 12, James Morgan, back into the game.
Visibly upset on the sidelines. Morgan's going to hand it inside to Zills, and nothing there.
Nice play by number 66, Sam Pelzel. Getting into that backfield, getting some penetration, making that play for a nice loss.
Jaguars got a pretty stiff breeze in their face, and that's probably why Brzezinski was in there to do a lot of running. We'll see if they can throw anything this way. They've had some success throwing this direction in the past. Of course, they did have the one interception going this way. But Morgan's going to try it. Looking across the middle, he's got a man open. He nails him at the 50, to the 40. That's Monroe to the 30, 20, 10. And he gets caught right at the 3-yard line.
Nice drawn up play by Jaguars. That's just a seam route right by Jacob Monroe, and he gets past the linebackers. Morgan reads it perfect, goes right in between the linebacker and the safety, and that gives Morgan time to cut across the safety's face and make a play, and for a nice big gain.
And I believe that was Austin Mork from the Sheboygan North with the speed to catch Monroe. So 1st and goal for the Jags on the Raider 3-yard line. Opportunity to punch this in and go ahead. Morgan's going to keep it, and he's off the left side into the end zone, touchdown.
One big play leads to a touchdown for the Jaguars. Hopefully they can carry that momentum for throughout the game. Good score. That brings out the PAT team.
Please report to the press box immediately or we'll need to draw another number. 337-9031.
And McCarpenter back for the kick. And it's good. That brings the score. Jaguars 10, Raiders 7. 4:22 left in the third quarter. That was a nice design play by the Jaguars. They had trips, tight trips right, making the Raiders think they were going to roll out or toss something outside to the right side, but then they come back to the short side of the field, and not too many people there to make a tackle.
That's the advantage you see when Morgan is in the backfield. If he's got time to throw, is very accurate, and that ball was right on the numbers to Monroe, right in stride. Couldn't have been thrown better.
Kickoff team out on the field. Carpenter back for the kick.
Stiff breeze in his face. Nice kick. It's a floater down to the 15. It bounces down to the 5. And Nelson will get it back up across the 15, close to the 20.
Good recovery by Nelson. After misreading that ball, he picks it up as best he can and gets as close to the 20 as possible.
So with 4:16 left in the third quarter, your Ashwaubenon Jaguars punch it in and go up 10-7. Sheboygan North will start at their own 18-yard line, 1st and 10. Schmidt's going to hand the ball to Wild, I believe.
Good job by the defense rallying to the ball, limiting the Raiders to a short gain on 1st down. Now with Morzinski out, he came out while he's on offense. That also brings a new linebacker onto the field since the Jaguars are playing both ways.
It looks what they might have done is put Southern back at linebacker and move someone in a defensive end. Not sure. But Joe Southern is at the linebacker now. He was playing defensive end at the beginning of the game. Wild will take it off tackle right, and he'll get probably 5 on the play. Maybe less, maybe 3. Strable there to make the stop. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7. Three receivers set now for Sheboygan North. Bell motions to the backfield and just hammered. Schmidt goes down. And I didn't see who got in there for the sack, but we'll know momentarily.
Looks like that might have been Bo Geets.
I think it was Geets. Just bringing it all day. I mean, he was in there before Schmidt had a chance to turn and look for the receiver.
Both of these defensive ends have been applying a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks, Jarvis and Geets.
So Wild will punt from his own 5. Monroe and Carpenter at their own 45, and he just gets it off. It's going to drop and take a bounce. Carpenter's going to try to field it, bobbles it. It's dangerous. And you can see the debris flying across the field. There is a very stiff breeze heading from our west to our east.
Very risky move by Carpenter. He's lucky he got a hold of that ball, but if he wouldn't have grabbed that, that ball might have rolled inside the 15-yard line.
Right. But if you're going to grab it, you better grab it.
Yep. Another scary moment for Coach Jonas.
There you can see Carpenter bobble the ball, and right on top of him is Nelson.
Jaguars in the 3 trips right set.
Morgan rolls. He's got a man inside. Lots of blockers. Lots of blocking on this side. Huge gainer off to the side. That's Kyle Monroe. He's still going down the sideline. May have stepped out, but he breaks into 3. No call, and he's in for the end zone. He may have stepped on the line over here, but there was no call by the official, and that's a touchdown. There is no review in high school football.
Nice play by the Jaguars. We look at that. We got a trips right formation. We have Morgan rolling out, then he cuts wide receiver tunnel screen, and the whole offensive line is there to carry him all the way downfield. Kyle Monroe uses his blocking well, cuts back across the field, and he's able to take that one for a touchdown.
Well drawn up play by the Jaguar coaching staff, and some nifty bit of running by Kyle Monroe.
Nice tunnel screen, as they call it. Looks like we have an injured Sheboygan North Golden Raider on the Jaguar sidelines being attended to. He's getting up and he'll walk off under his own power.
When Monroe grabbed that ball right behind the screen there, I mean, it was just a wall of green jerseys
Defense was expecting pass, got on their heels, and came back with a screen. It was a great play.
So Carpenter will line up for the extra point, try to put the Jaguars up by 10 points. And the kick is up and good. So with 1:46 left in the third quarter, the Ashwaubenon Jaguars 17 and Sheboygan North Golden Raiders 7.
2 scores on 2 possessions for the Jaguars, big plays on each possession, and that goes to show you the stats. Jaguars have been averaging over 24 points a game. The Raiders have been averaging, giving up 41 points a game, and so the stats don't lie, and they seem to be inching towards that, their averages tonight. Jaguar sideline is very excited right now. The momentum is in their favor. I think the defense will carry that on the field, and we'll see if they can continue their strong performance tonight.
Taking again another look at that screen. You can see the green jerseys. Nice blocking. Hard to tell if he steps up, but he was very close. Some fine camera work there on the replay by our replay camera operator, Maggie Beery.
Very good work.
And that ball is going to go out of bounds at about the 15-yard line.
Be a legal procedure penalty on the Raiders. That'll bring the ball out to the 35-yard line, I believe.
One more time. Last call for ticket number 2, 526633. Please report to the press box.
Defense back out on the field. 2 successful series for them so far.
So the Raiders take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line, and they'll pitch back to Wild. He won't get back to the line of scrimmage. Nice defensive effort by the Jags. Once again, Bo Geet's up there, and
In first by Ethan Strabel.
Ethan Strabel. So Wild to lose a yard on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 11.
That was just a great job by Strabo, being able to meet that running back in the hole. That's a tough thing to do, and make it pop and drive him back. Good play.
3 receiver set. Schmidt back. Got a man out there, and he's got him.
That was a great catch by Weston Nelson. He was covered by number 20, Taz Tao, and great blanket coverage, but was able to manage to fit that ball in there and make a great catch for a big gain for the Raiders.
It's the first time tonight that the coverage has been really solid on that play. They've run that is their bread and butter pass play, it looks like, and that time he was blanketed by Tao and somehow still pulled the ball in. So the Raiders now on the Jaguar 35-yard line. Pick up 30 yards on that. Schmidt drops back out of the eye. He's looking to that side again.
Same play. Pressure applied by Kyle Morzinski. Looks like he had that injury figured out, and he's able to tape his ankle, get back out there, and he's back on defense for the Jaguars. That's a big boost for the Jaguars. He seems to be one of the captains or leaders on the defense. He's calling the plays as the middle linebacker, so Jaguars really need him.
Second and 10. Schmidt with a pitch to Wild while around the left side or the right side. He's breaks a couple tackles up across or down to the 30-yard line. He'll pick up 5.
Nice cut by Daniel Wild, seeing the defensive end coming right at him, being able to cut up field and for a 5-yard gain.
Golden Raiders got a little drive going here. Quick slant over there to Nelson. And nice grab to get the first down the 20-yard line.
Picking up that first down. Raiders have a drive going here at the end of the third quarter. And subs are flying into the stands.
They got the sub slingshot.
And at the end of the third quarter, we got the Jaguars 17 and the Raiders 7. 12 more minutes to play. We'll see if that defense can hold strong and secure that lead for the Jaguars.
The sub sandwich slingshot going on down here. You can check it out. Here we go. Very nice.
Pulling out all the stops for homecoming, giving away free subs, fireworks, the whole thing tonight. The band. Great day to be in Ashwaubenon. See if they can get one of those subs up here in the press box.
Yeah, they're not shooting them high enough. Got to get Morgan down there to fire up one of those subs.
All right, I think a key to the Jaguars scoring this half was no turnovers. Now we start the fourth quarter. Golden Raiders had the ball, and they are inside the Jaguars 20.
1st and 10. Bell in motion to his right. Schmidt drops straight back. He gets hammered, but he's looking to the end zone, and there's nobody there.
A lot of defenders in face of Jacob Schmidt.
I think Schmidt was needed like a couple more steps before his receiver could get to the end zone. He just launched it up,
throwing up a prayer and hoping it wasn't intercepted.
2nd and 10 now for the Raiders on their 20-yard line. They go to that tight wishbone formation. They, as always, hand it to the wing back on the left side going right. That's Van Callaghan.
Nice initial hit by Bo Geets, forcing him to change directions, cut back across the field, and good job by number 60, David Krieger, to finish off that tackle. Nice tackle for loss.
Van Callaghan loses 3 yards on the play, so it'll bring up 3rd and 13. I'm spitting on this. Wild is the lone setback. 3 receiver set. Now Bell motions to his right. Quick slant over here. Nice coverage. Ball thrown a little bit behind Nelson, and he couldn't come up with it.
Derek Fuller on the coverage there. Saw that quick slant. He's seen it all night tonight. Decided to make a quick break on it, and he might have got a hand on that one.
The Raiders have really only had success on 2 pass plays tonight. That kind of that deep out pattern over there with Nelson, and then the quick slants.
They don't feel comfortable throwing the ball in the middle of the field, so I think they're going to continue to try to hit those sidelines, side thirds of the field, rest of the game. And the Raiders forced to call a timeout on 4th down.
Timeout, Sheboygan North.
I think the 4th and 14 in their own are on the Jaguars' 24-yard line. They're trying to think of a play they can use to, I think they're going to go for the end zone here.
Well, if we have any Ashwaubenon parents watching us tonight on WIAA TV, just a reminder that we encourage you to get involved with the Jaguar backers. The next Jaguar backers meeting is Monday, October 15th at 7 p.m. in the AHS Library. All Ashwaubenon parents are encouraged to attend and get involved. Meetings are every 3rd Monday of each month. The Jaguar backers contact person is Cheryl Kraus, and she can be reached with any questions or concerns at jasaan@hotmail.com. 4th down now for the Raiders and 13 yards to go. Schmidt rolling deep. He gets pounded again, almost picked off. In and out of the hands of Brzezinski. And Schmidt just took a hammering by, I think, Ethan Strabel.
Schmidt has been pressured all night, and you can see that in his throws. Not been on target most of the time. It was a great job by the Jaguar defensive line to get in there, get a pressure, force him to make a bad throw, and get that turnover on downs for now the offense can take the field.
And you've seen it when the Jaguars have not been able to get the pressure. He completes those long balls and moves the chains, but when they bring the heat, nothing doing for the Raiders. James Morgan, your quarterback, again drops, and he's looking deep for it.
That's Jake Immig on the long catch. Jake Immig able to get behind the defensive backs and get open, and Morgan able to throw the ball out there for a nice gain and a first down into Raider territory. Brings up 1st and 10 from the Raider 38. Jaguars coming out big on first down. Let's see what they do next. Come on the I formation, 2 receivers to your top of your screen. Send motion across.
It's Monroe in motion. Morgan will hand it to Zills over the left side. He's got some running room over there. He gets a first down and more. He's across the 20 to the 10 and pushed out of bounds about the 22-yard line, I guess they're saying.
Morgan has been doing a great job of throwing the ball this second half, and that he's able to open up those running lanes. And here's Zills coming off tackle here to make a good cut, get on the edge, and turn upfield, and pick up first down.
Tries to tiptoe down the sidelines, but they knocked him out right at the 23. So 1st and 10 from there, or 22, I guess.
Zills goes from tailback to fullback on back-to-back plays.
Monroe now at the tailback is going to get the end around. Not the end around, the tailback around. Across the 20 down to the 17.
Jaguars enter the Raider red zone. Great pickup on first down. That brings up 2nd and short. Good opportunity for the Jaguars to maybe play action, try and go for that end zone. They've been running the ball well this drive. Come on, that same I formation, 2 receivers down at the bottom of your screen.
Morgan, the inside handoff to Southern, drops it, and he picks it up, but that was a little dicey.
Another issue of ball security for the Jaguars. Tried to do a quick hitter, pick up some yards, and not able to do it, and they pick up nothing on 2nd down. Ball security has been the issue for the Jaguars tonight in the first half and now in the second half as well.
So that'll bring up 3rd down at about 4 at the 16-yard line, deep in Raider territory.
Sticking with the I formation, sending Monroe across in motion to the top of the screen. Play rolling out.
Left. Got a man down there, that's Monroe, but he can't handle the ball about the 5-yard line.
Good throw by Morgan.
It's going to bring up 4th down, and I see Carpenter coming out, which is what you'd expect. Should be with the wind at his back. I don't want to say a chip shot, but
very makeable.
Easily within his range.
Yeah, definitely. You're down in the red zone. Take as many points as you can. Good decision by the Jaguars to kick this field goal.
Be about a 33-yard field goal. Got some movement by the Raiders, and this could be a first down.
Going to be very close to the first down on this one.
Mental mistakes.
Penalties hurt the Jaguars in the first half. Let's see if the penalties will now hurt the Raiders in the second half. And it'll be a first down for the Jaguars.
Wow, that hurts if you're a Golden Raider fan. Deep in their own territory, they got the stop. Could have held them to 3. Kept it a two-score game, but Not after that.
Coming in that I formation, 2 receivers to the top of the screen.
This time inside handoff to the fullback, who I think is Southern.
There's that fullback trap they tried to do a few plays back that Southern wasn't able to handle the exchange. This time they get the exchange and they pick up a nice gain on first down.
About 4-yard gain that'll bring up 2nd and 6 at the 6-yard line.
2nd and 6 at the 7.
The first down marker is right down near the 1.
Timeout Jaguars. Making sure they get the right play call. This is a big opportunity for them to get a 3-score lead.
Well, once again, the Ashwaubenon Performing Arts Club is excited to announce the production of the Broadway musical version of Charles Dickens' classic A Christmas Carol. Opening night is Saturday, November 24th. There will be a matinee performance on Sunday, November 25th, and another evening performance on Friday, December 30th. Friday, November 30th, Saturday, December 1st, and then Sunday, December 2nd. Performance time on December 2nd, a little bit up in the air due to not sure what's happening with the Packers' schedule. Tickets will be available online this year for the first time ever. You can purchase your tickets online for A Christmas Carol. So the Jaguars 2nd and about 6 or 7. They're going to hand it to Zills off the left side. He's into the end zone, touchdown.
Sticking with the run. I like the Jaguars call on that one. The run is what has been, other than the big pass play, is what's been carrying them on this drive. So I like that they're running the ball, and here's the run on the replay. Nice off-tackle run. Zill sees the lane, cuts up, and is able to power himself into the end zone for 6 points. Carpenter on the field for the extra point.
Snap is a little bit low, but they handled it. Carpenter punches it through. So with 8:03 left in the game, Ashwaubenon Jaguars 24 and the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders 7. I'm still saying Raiders.
Big extra point for the Jaguars, and that makes us now a 3-score game for the Raiders. So with 8 minutes and 3 seconds left, Jaguars up 17. Kickoff unit on the field.
I'd like to shout out some special recognition and appreciation to Pregame Clinic, our medical staff, for the medical attention they provide our athletes in Jaguar country and at this event tonight. Thank you to our athletic trainer, Paul Neunfeld, for his excellent care and attention, and thank you, Pregame Clinic. As Carpenter gets set to kick, Nelson drops deep for the Raiders, and the ball drops once again, which means Fuller will come up and hold it for him. I think if Nelson's going to want to field this, he's going to have to get closer to the goal post, because I got a feeling it's going out.
Yeah, the wind at Carpenter's back, he's going to, and that leg day's got, it's going to be a good one.
And it's over the head of Nelson, almost an extra point.
Right through the back of the end zone. That was a great kick by Carpenter. Raiders will start on the 20-yard line on the touchback.
Over the back of the end zone, touchback. Sheboygan North starts at the 20, first and 10.
Let's see if the Jaguar defense can stay strong. Only 8 more minutes and 3 seconds left in this game. Few pivotal drives, or some very critical drives left for the defense. Maintain that lead. The Raiders coming out on a 4-wide set under center.
Schmidt looking across for Nelson, and Schmidt got popped, and it was late, and they threw a flag on it, so that's going to cost the personal foul on the Jaguars. But that ball was almost picked off because Nelson hit his hands and pumped up. And he got hit, but Schmidt just took a hammering, and that's where the foul is.
Big penalty on the Jaguars right there. 15 yards. They go from second and 10 and now first and 10 and a 15-yard gain. Penalties hurt. We'll see if the Raiders can take advantage of that. First and 10 from the 35. Raiders come on that same 4-receiver set.
Empty backfield. Now Wild will motion that way. He'll take the pitch deep in the backfield, and he'll go down and probably lose a yard on the play. Slipped. And we got a Jaguar slow to get up.
That is number 53, Hunter Paul, as he is able to walk himself off the field.
I didn't see anybody come in, but I could have missed it. Second and 11 now for the Raiders. And single tailback is Wild. Schmidt under center. Bell in motion. Schmidt, two-step drop, quick slant over to Nelson. He'll pick up about 5 across the 40. And Fuller there to make the stop.
That was some tight coverage by Derek Fuller there, but receiver able to get across his face and open on that quick slant. Good throw and catch.
3rd and 5.
Third and 4 from the 41-yard line for the Raiders.
Well, tonight is alumni night. It's a good thing you're here because you're an alum.
It's a great night tonight.
I didn't get a chance to head over to the alumni tent to see how many alums came, but a couple stopped up to see us in the booth. And now we've got a timeout on the field, timeout by the Raiders. Talk this one over. With 6:31 left in this game, Ashwaubenon Jaguars 24, Sheboygan North Raiders 7.
Another timeout used by the Raiders. That's the second of the half. Now they only have one more to go. And with time running down, that's going to be pretty crucial.
Especially with 3 scores to make up here.
Mm-hmm. Raiders are putting themselves in a hole fast.
Well, the first half was a little messy, some turnovers, some quarterback situations going on, but Jaguars put it together in the second half. Not to say it was perfect. Still had some miscues, but got the big plays moving anyway.
I just think Jaguars are living off the big play in the second half, setting up them short yardage situations and being able to put it in the end zone.
3rd and about 4 for the Raiders now. Wild, the lone setback. 1-step drop by Schmidt, trying to get that quick slant, and he throws it low.
We'll bring up 4th down, and it looks like it'll be 4-down territory for the Raiders. With
at this point, anywhere is 4-down territory for the Raiders. They got 3 scores to make up and only 6.5 minutes to do it.
And 1 timeout. Big play. This could be the most important play of the game for the Raiders. Two receivers at the bottom of the screen. One back. Bell motions.
And we got a penalty.
Delay of game on the Raiders.
Wow.
Shooting yourself in the foot right here. You got a 4th and 4 situation. Tough enough as it is. And now you got 5-yard penalty, and you got to bring it back to 4th and 9. And that's not helping anybody out.
Saw the Jaguar defensive line pinning their ears back on that one, ready to get after him. And now they're going to nail their ears back because 4th and 9.
I'm thinking screen here if I'm the Raiders.
Schmidt on a deep drop. He's in trouble, and down he goes.
There's that defensive line you were just talking about. Greg Aparicio on the big defensive tackle in on the sack. You look on the screen right here. He's able to put that quick move on the offensive guard, get by him, and get to the quarterback easily.
So the Raiders turn it over on downs after a big sack by Aparicio on their own 25-yard line. The Jaguars knocking on the door already and well in control of this game.
Expect the Jaguars to go back to that run. It's been working for them all night and get that clock running.
Morgan out of the I formation. Got a new back in there. I can't see who it is, but Morgan drops deep. He's going to try the screen to Southern. And
Raiders had that sniffed out.
I got to tell you, Brandon Hicks was not fooled by that at all.
Looks like we got an injury on the field, number 58, Chris Waring, offensive lineman. The offensive line has played pretty well tonight. Morgan has not had been pressured too badly, and so this could be a big blow for the Jaguars. Waring's been providing a lot of good protection. You never want to disrupt the continuity of the offensive line. They work together, they talk, they communicate, and they're one big cohesive unit, so we'll see how they're affected.
Chris Waring, the injured Jaguar. And is that a flag down on the play? No, that's a piece of debris.
I think you can look at one thing for the Jaguars' success this half, and that is their lack of turnovers. They managed to fix their corrections, their mistakes from the first half, from the 3 turnovers, and now they haven't committed a single one in the second half, and that has led to points. So I think that's been the biggest adjustment the Jaguars have made. Waring comes off the field under his own power. It's good to see. And Jaguars out in the I formation, 2 receivers to the top of the screen. Hand off to number 44, Joe Southern, for a very short gain. Big thing for the Jaguars, that clock keeps running. They got the lead. Brings up a 3rd and 9. From the Raiders' 24-yard line. Coming back out in that I formation, 2 receivers on the bottom of the screen. Play action, and Morgan takes some pressure and takes a decent hit. Looks like that injury to the offensive line may have caused some confusion in the offensive line, who to pick up on a blitz. Jake Monroe takes a good hit on the play as well, and he looks a little shaken up.
Emmett Carpenter coming out of the field, going to try a long one. Flags are still whipping over there. We got a pretty good breeze. Carpenter lining up for a 41-yarder. He hit a 43 earlier.
Yep. Right in range, right in the middle of the field. This is just what you want as a field goal kicker. Good snap, good hold. Kick is off.
And it's good.
This makes those field goals look so easy.
It's 5:17 left. Ashwaubenon Jaguars 27 now. And the Raiders 7.
Jaguars didn't take as much time off the clock as they probably would have hoped, but they were able to get 3 points. So I'm sure they'll be happy with that.
So do you want to read a game summary of all athletic events at Ashwaubenon High School? Well, if you do, subscribe to the Ashwaubenon Press weekly newspaper. The Ashwaubenon Press is what Ashwaubenon reads.
I do have a subscription to the Ashwaubenon Press.
And of course, if you don't want to read the game summary, if you'd rather just watch a replay of the game, you can always go to wiaa.tv/AshwaubenonHS and watch tonight's game on demand anytime you'd like. It'll be posted there along with today's parade, which we televised at 5 o'clock, the Fun Fest Pep Rally we televised at 1 o'clock, and last night's volleyball game. All 4 of those events are on the Ashwaubenon WIAA TV website for your convenience.
Big upset at the pep rally today with the freshmen shocking the seniors in the tug of war.
That's right. Haven't seen that one before. Been around here 15 years. I've never seen the freshmen beat the seniors, and then they came back and beat the juniors and won the whole thing.
Very impressive.
But
so we got a new kicker on the field. Jacob Paul set with the kickoff. And he kicks a nice one down the middle of the field.
And Nelson will field it at the 10. He's up across the 20 to 25. And he'll make his way up to the 30-yard line before he's stacked up.
Raiders got to be looking for the big play here. Down by 20 points with only 5 minutes to go. They got to make a big play, and they got to make it soon. I'm sure those DBs have been instructed by their coach, Coach Gresson, to stay back, get in your zone, do not let anybody behind you. So expect some big cushions here on this drive.
And expect to start seeing some substitutions with the Jaguars having the game well in hand. I would expect that any time they'll start bringing in some of the younger players. Schmidt on a deep drop looking for a swing pass. Now he's got his man up around the original line of scrimmage. He'll pick up maybe one, and again Schmidt takes a shot.
Short gain.
Anthony Moore right in Schmidt's face.
Second and 9 from the Jaguar or the Raider 36. Coming on with a 4 wide receiver set.
Empty backfield for Schmidt. Now Wild will motion this way, take the pitch and deep in the backfield, trying to get around the end. He'll get up across the 40, pick up maybe 4 on the play.
Second time the Raiders have run that play today, and a little more successful this time with a nice gain on 3rd down.
Stop the clock with 4:26 left in the game.
Raiders need to get a little more urgent in their play calling. Test the Jaguars downfield, I think, pretty soon here.
I think they'd like to go deep, but the pressure the Jaguars have been putting on this half have just not allowed that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Three receivers set, a wing back, and it'll be Bell in motion. Another quick slant try, and again the ball behind him. I think Schmidt's taken enough hits tonight that he's thinking, he's got to get rid of this ball.
He's doing his best to get back and let her fly. He's going to be sore tomorrow. Just been really impressed with that defensive line by Ashwaubenon, especially able to get more pressure, get faster, get stronger later in the game in the 3rd and 4th quarter and really pressure that quarterback. Didn't see too much of that in the first half, but now seeing in the second half has been impressive.
Schmidt dropping deep and rolling to his right, looking out into the flats for Bell. He's got him, got the first down, and he'll be tackled in bounds, which will keep the clock running after they reset the chains.
Tied up by number 96, Ethan Strabel, and then tackled by a slew of Jaguars. Jaguars have 12 men on the field. Let's see if they can get out the field before it.
No, they can't.
Not able to get out the field. A free play.
It's going to cost them, and Schmidt's going to go down in the backfield. It doesn't matter because that one's coming back.
A little miscommunication with the substitutions for the Jaguars, unable to get that 12th man off the field, and that'll cost them 5 yards after a big play by the Jaguars, too.
First by Perez. Yes. He was running off the field.
No, he wasn't off the field.
All right, 1st and 5 for the Raiders.
They'll go with that single tailback deep. Schmidt will drop straight back, and Bo Geets pound them from the backside, the blind side, and down goes Schmidt for a 7-8 yard loss.
I think the Raiders might have to start thinking about keeping some backs
protect.
in to protect for the quarterback to even get the ball off. So see if they can adjust. They don't have much time left. 3 minutes and 20 seconds and counting. So we'll see what kind of adjustment they can make. Their quarterback might not be playing next week if this keeps up.
Jaguar coaching staff already heading out of the booth, having wrapped this one up. So look for some substitutions real soon. And they try that deep pitch again to Wild. He's got some running room to get back to the line of scrimmage and pick up about 5 on the play over across the 50-yard line, just into Jaguar territory.
Some good moves by Wild. He's a good player. He's quick on his feet, and he's able to pick up as many yards as he can. Two receivers to the top of the screen. One tailback.
Straight drop. And this time the ball comes out.
Schmidt doesn't know where the pressure's coming from.
Nathan Jarvis that time from the left-hand side, and he popped him up, knocked the ball out, and Jaguars recover.
That'll just about seal the game for the Jaguars. Probably think about taking a few knees here, maybe run the ball 1 or 2 times, and that should seal the game. We haven't really talked about the importance of this game for the Jaguars today. With the record of 2-4, needing 4-4 to get into the playoffs, this is a big win for the Jaguars if they can pull this out.
Next week, I believe Notre Dame comes to town. It's going to be a tough battle there.
Jaguars line up in that I formation, 2 receivers to the right, send one in motion, and they're just going to run the ball. Dicey exchange. Looks like they managed to hold on and bring up 2nd down. If I know the Notre Dame has a tough game tonight. If they were to lose this game, both teams would be 3-4. Winner goes to the playoffs, loser goes home. So the Jaguars have basically been playing 2 playoff games before the playoffs even really start if they manage to make it in.
Got to win out.
A lot of pressure for the Jaguars. I formation, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the top. Morgan takes his time. Pitch to number 20, Taz Tau. He managed to cut upfield, and he's got
some room.
And he's tackled at the 15-yard line,
down
and
across the 20 to the 15.
Kyle goes out of bounds. Nice play. Nice blocks by the offensive line and the receivers. Able to set the edge for Tau to cut upfield for a nice, healthy gain.
Taz Tau showing a little speed around the end there. Showing a lot of speed. So 1 minute, 20 seconds left, and the Jaguars are 1st and 10 on their Raider 15. Morgan's still at quarterback, Southern at fullback. The receivers are all replacements. Tao will try the left side, and
he fumbles.
not much there, and the ball's on the ground, picked up by the Raiders, and will return it back to the 40.
That is a scary situation for the Jaguars. Fumble, although there's only 45 seconds left. Still another turnover for the Jaguars. 4th one on the night.
Heads up play by Derek Stevens to get on that ball carry, and otherwise that'd have been a touchdown.
Raiders will have 45 seconds to work with. They come on the I formation. And they're just going to run the ball.
Dan Wild, he'll get maybe a yard. And the Raiders are just going to call it a night, I think. Jaguar substitutions.
I think they're worried about their quarterback more than anything. With all the hits he's taken tonight. Big win for the Jaguars on homecoming.
It'll be a happy dance tomorrow night. Big homecoming dance here at AHS. And I don't think they're going to run another play. They're going to call it a night, keep the quarterback safe for another day. And that's your ball game. Ashwaubenon Jaguars 27, Sheboygan North Golden Raiders 7. Nice victory for the Jaguars, as we said, trying to stay in the playoff hunt. They improved to 3-4. They got to get that one more win. Next week, Notre Dame comes into Goelz Field, and we'll be back live to cover that. Win, you're in, and loser goes home.
This is what high school football is all about. See who can rise to the occasion and make the plays. So good for the Jaguars on this win. Celebrate for the rest of the night, and then you start preparing for Notre Dame tomorrow.
Second half, a lot different than the first. As we said, not perfect, but actually the Jaguars controlled the ball pretty much. They didn't fumble it till right at the end. They lost it a couple times, but a lot different half. Moved the ball. Morgan settled in at the quarterback position, threw some nice balls, and got the job done.
It did. Limited penalties, stop turnovers, and that's usually the key to success in football.
And, of course, the Golden Raiders helped them out a lot of miscues on their side. Something the Jaguars can't do, or can't expect next week, is for Notre Dame to make those kinds of mistakes. Notre Dame, a pretty quality football team, but as we said, both teams are identical records. If Notre Dame wins tonight, we're not sure if that happened, but that's going to be a tough ball game. Both coming in 3 and 4, trying to make the playoffs. That's going to be a good one.
I expect a good atmosphere from both schools. Notre Dame right down the road. I think should be a good one. I'm pretty excited to see that one.
So on a homecoming weekend, for Kevin Penz, I'm Bernie Rushlow. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and remind you once again that the Jaguars won this one going away 27-7 over the Sheboygan North Golden Raiders. We'll see you next week when Notre Dame comes to time, and good night.